So, yeah, started this and I said I was going to do so much better. And then guess what? I was totally off the rails for several days. So, I'm sorry about that. My father-in-law, um, he is my husband's stepdad, and he is so wonderful to my children and to me. And he is in ICU, and he's been in ICU for several days. So he's overweight, very overweight, and he has rampant diabetes. And he started having problems with his heart and with his kidneys. And a couple of days ago, he fell down 2 flights of stairs. So my in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, the one I'm talking about, his name is Wiley, they live in Atlanta, and he fell down 2 flights of stairs, and my mother-in-law was sleeping downstairs because she has a lot of problems with her lungs, and she has to go on oxygen periodically. She just has a lot of respiratory issues. Well, he fell down the stairs, 2 flights of stairs, and they had to rush him to the emergency room, and they ended up moving him from one hospital to another to put him into a trauma center. And it's been a rough several days. My husband, after much prodding from me, went and went to be with his mom to help her. She really can't drive very far, and he's in downtown Atlanta at Grady, and he's in the trauma center. It's not been very good. He has a large hematoma on his hip, and it's been bleeding. They've had to give him blood. It's just been a really rough few days. So we really just adore, my boys call him Big Daddy, and we adore Big Daddy, and he's been such a huge part of my children's lives, and a huge part of our life. And it's been really hard. The boys and I haven't been able to go there yet. You know, I have my parents, and I take care of my parents. And so we've just been kind of waiting to see what's going to happen. And we finally decided that the boys and I were going to go up. So we're going up tomorrow, and we're really ready. We're ready to go up because, I mean, it's horrible to be sitting on the sidelines and not know what's going on and just waiting for updates to find out what's going on with someone. And it's been really up and down. So he does well, and then he does bad. So they put him in the trauma unit. He started doing better after they had to give him like 3 units of blood over 3 consecutive days. He started doing better. So they put him in a step down unit. And then all of a sudden he wasn't responsive. So they had to put him on a ventilator and put him back in ICU. So it's just been a really rough few days. He's been retaining just ridiculous amounts of fluid, and they've tried massive doses of diuretics, and that hasn't worked. So they decided to do dialysis. Well, they couldn't get the port in. It's just been very difficult. He is a very outspoken person, and he will tell you what he thinks, bar none. So the good thing is that he told the doctors what he thought, bar none, which is a good sign because he is very spirited person, and he's telling them what he thinks. So they were finally able to get the port in, and they started dialysis, and he is doing better now. He is in kidney failure, but we're really still hoping and praying that everything is going to come out all right with him. And we're going in the morning so we can go and see him. The boys, of course, can't see him because he is in ICU, and you have to be 18 to get into ICU. But I'm really hoping and praying that he will come through this, and then he will finally see what the doctors are telling him, and he will behave. He is what my husband calls a foodie. He uses food for comfort, and let's face it, we all do that, right? I do it. I have definitely done it over this last week, and I've actually gained a few pounds back because it's just stressful. And it's so easy to let food just take over because it's like you have an empty spot and it's just easy to eat and pretend like that food is making you feel better. So I'm really hoping and praying, please God, let him get past this and, you know, recover enough so he can go home. The boys did get to talk to him a couple days ago before he had to get put back in ICU. And what he said to the boys was, I can't wait to see you. I just want to hug you. I want you to get in bed with me and just hug on me. And it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that that he's having so much trouble, and we love him and we want him to get better. And I want him to go home so that my boys can see him and so that he can see the boys. And so I'm heading to Atlanta in the morning, and I'm just really hoping that everything will go well and that he can get out and he can do okay and he will listen to his doctors and start making a recovery. So he's only 75, and it's really too young. It's too young to have to worry about him passing away. I mean, they've been talking about burial arrangements, and it's just it's a horrible thing to think about. So that is why I haven't been on, and I'm hoping to be better. But right now, with things with my family, things are so up in the air. Even in my business, I haven't been very good lately. I'm trying so hard to do everything that I'm supposed to do for my business, but I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted because I love this person who is in my life, and I don't want anything terrible to happen to him, and I'm really hoping that God is not ready to take him right now. So the boys and I have been really distracted and stressed because we're worried and we want him to come home. So that's why I haven't been on. I will get better, hopefully very soon. It just depends on how things go with Big Daddy. And so we're heading up in the morning to go and relieve my husband a little bit. He needs to go and do a few days at work. He's taken several days off of work. And my sister-in-law is there, so I want to go and be supportive for her, and of course my mother-in-law. She really can't drive downtown, and she gets worn out very quickly. So of course I have a lot of experience taking care of parents, so I'm going to go and take over and see if I can just kind of get things in order. They haven't been able to go and see Big Daddy very much, and I want to definitely go and let him know that someone's there and that we're thinking about him. So I just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. It's been a rough week, and I'm just really hoping and praying that things will turn out. So hopefully I can do a couple of videos while I'm there, because I'm sure I'm going to have a lot of time because I'm not going to be at home and I'm not going to have anything to do. My poor husband. So he got up there, and my in-laws haven't been well for a while, so he had to replace like 25 light bulbs in their house. So it's clear that they probably shouldn't be living there all by themselves. But you know, it's so hard at this point to know when to step in with your parents. This is just one of those things that's really hard as a child, to know when you have to step in and really start taking over for your parents. It was a really difficult decision for us. It took a long time to talk my parents into, okay, yes, I need to come and live with you. And it was tough. It was tough for them. It was tough for us. But you know, when you're a child, it's your responsibility. And it's the right thing to do. And it is definitely what God wants you to do. So I am all up for it. Is it hard? Yes. Every day is hard. It's hard. It kind of takes over your life. It makes things more difficult. But you know what? That's your parents. That's your parents. Those are the people who brought you into the world. Those are the people who took care of you. And you do for your parents because it's the right thing to do and because you love them. Absolutely. So now I am going to step up and see what I can do to help my husband's parents because I love my husband and he is a great man, but he has no clue what to do. Today was the first day he had to take his mom to the doctor. So it's difficult to know what to do. I've been doing it for 6 years, so I know what you need to do and how you need to take care of things and how you need to handle things. So I, of course, work from home. So there's no reason why I can't just take my job with me. So I'm going to do that and let my husband get back to his job and kind of try and get our family back into a routine again. So I just wanted to let you know what was going on and that I haven't forgotten about my channel. It's just, it's like a roller coaster right now. So please pray for my father-in-law that he makes it through this because we love him and we're not ready to let him go. So just really hoping and praying that he will come around. And I will be back soon. And hopefully my next video will be a lot more upbeat because I know this one is a little depressing. That's kind of what's going on with my life right now. So I will be back soon and y'all have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.